Today, we're diving into something crucial, your retirement money, and how you can use your 401k to build lasting wealth, and maybe even retire earlier than you thought. Hey there, and welcome to the Elite Economizer. Before we get into the specifics, I want to make you two promises. We're keeping things straightforward, and I'm giving you genuine advice, no fluff. Because this is about your future, we're going to focus on practical steps and insights that can make a difference. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's make sure you're maximizing every dollar in your 401k. When to start investing in your 401k? Let's start with one of the biggest questions out there. When should you start investing in a 401k? The answer's probably not a surprise. It's the sooner, the better. But let's break down exactly why that's the case. If you're in your 30s or 40s, you might already know that time is the key here. But if you're younger, maybe in your 20s, this is especially important for you. The numbers don't lie. Let's say the average 401k return is around 5 to 8% per year. We'll go with a 7% return for our example, factoring in the standard employer match. So, if you invest $100 monthly at age 35, by the time you're 65, you could have around $170,000. But if you start at age 25, that number could jump to over $350,000, more than double, just by giving your money more time to grow through compounding. This is what happens when you put time on your side. How much to contribute to your 401k? Now that we've covered when to start, let's talk about how much you should be contributing to your 401k each year. Ideally, you'll want to contribute at least enough to get the full employer match. Think of the match as a guaranteed return on your investment, free money. Here's how it works. Say your employer matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary. That means if you put in $100, they add $50. Some companies may offer a 100% match, meaning they'll double what you contribute up to a certain percentage. If you're fortunate enough to have that option, make sure to take full advantage. Just remember, there's usually a cap, typically around 6% of your pay. For example, if you earn $100,000 annually, 6% of that is $6,000. So that's the maximum amount your employer will match. But what if you've already maxed out your employer match and still have room to save? At that point, you can either keep contributing to your 401k or explore other retirement accounts like an IRA or Roth IRA for some tax advantages and investment flexibility. One of the most challenging decisions you'll face is choosing how to invest within your 401k. You'll typically have a range of options: stocks, bonds, conservative or aggressive funds, domestic or international. It can feel overwhelming, but here's a straightforward approach. When it comes to risk, it's best to keep it low within your retirement account. Why? Because your 401k is about building secure long-term wealth, not high-risk, high-reward scenarios. For most people, a diversified mix across asset types and geographic regions is the way to go. This means having a balance of stocks and bonds, both domestic and international, and a mix of conservative and more growth-oriented options. This kind of diversification can help smooth out your returns over time, reducing the chances of significant losses while allowing for steady growth. If you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on more ways to make the most out of your financial future. Changing jobs? One question that often comes up is, what should you do with your old 401k? You have 4 options here. First, you could leave it with your old employer, though that's not always the most convenient choice. Second, you could transfer it to your new employer's 401k plan. Third, you could roll it into an individual retirement account, IRA. And finally, you could cash out. Cashing out is generally the least advisable choice due to taxes and penalties. Early withdrawals usually come with a 10% penalty, and you'll also owe taxes on the full amount. So unless you need the funds, cashing out is best avoided. Of the remaining options, consolidating into an IRA or your new employer's 401k is generally easier to manage. It's about finding what fits best for you and your financial situation. Now let's go over some common 401k mistakes that could cost you big time. Mistake number 1, ignoring fees. Some funds come with high expense ratios that will eat into your returns over time. Always look for funds with low fees, because even a small difference can add up to thousands of dollars throughout your career. Another pitfall is borrowing from your 401k. Yes, some plans let you take out loans against your retirement balance, but every dollar you take out is a dollar that's no longer compounding. Plus, if you leave your job or can't pay the loan back, it could be treated as an early withdrawal, leading to penalties and taxes. Avoid early withdrawals unless it's an absolute emergency. Besides the penalties and taxes, early withdrawals set you back on your retirement goals and reduce the compounding power of your 401k. And remember to increase your contributions over time, especially as your income grows. A little more now can mean a lot more later. Finally, be cautious about hiring financial advisors who charge high fees for managing your 401k. Many advisors charge around 1% to 2% of your total assets, which can add up quickly, especially if your investment is substantial. For a typical 401k that's primarily in mutual funds, there's often not much management needed. We've covered a lot today, from when to start contributing to your 401k to choosing the right investments and avoiding common mistakes. The takeaway: start as early as you can, contribute at least enough to get the full employer match, diversify your investments, and watch out for fees. With these basics in place, you'll be well on your way to maximizing your 401k and building a solid foundation for your future. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the Elite Economizer for more insights into building wealth and securing your financial future. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.